Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy, Sports and Fitness Rants? I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Got another great video for you guys today, as usual. You guys know the deal on this channel. It's all about the facts on the channel. It's all about setting the record straight, stopping the narrative, stopping the lies, stopping all these weirdos out here, man. And in this video, we're going to speak about Michael Jordan doesn't owe me a damn thing. That's what we're going to talk about in this video. Because I get a lot of comments from the LeBron fan club, always mentioning things like, me sticking up for Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan will never know who I am, and Michael Jordan's not paying me, and blah, blah, blah. So we're going to talk about Michael Jordan don't owe me a damn thing in this video. And I want to thank everybody out there, man, everybody across the world, everyone across the state's been supporting my channel, guys. It means a lot. I am truly humbled by support. I want to send a special thanks out to James Kennedy. James Kennedy for the super thanks, man. I don't know if you're a new subscriber or not, man. It's the first time I've seen a super thanks from you. So shout out to James Kennedy. Thank you very much, man. I'm truly humbled by all the support, guys. So thank you, James Kennedy, for the super thanks, man. It means a lot, man. I'm truly humbled, man. And you guys know what to do, man. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So, yes, guys. Michael Jordan don't owe me a damn thing, guys. What am I talking about here? Well, as I told you guys, many times recently, lately, over the last, several weeks now, I continue to get these weird messages from the LeBron fan club, and they'll say things like, yo, man, you a grown man defending another grown man that don't even know you. Or they'll say things like, Michael Jordan ain't paying you, man. They'll say things like, Michael Jordan don't care about my videos or things of that nature, right? They'll try to make it seem as if I'm doing these videos to get attention from Michael Jordan. And I've told you guys, the LeBron fan club, this has never been personal. I don't know Michael Jordan. See, the LeBron James fan club, you guys are very sensitive, very personal with LeBron James. That's why you call him Bron and LJ and LBJ, and you abbreviate his name all the time, the way you guys refer to him. You call him King James and all this weird stuff, the chosen one. You guys have an emotional attachment, a personal attachment to LeBron James. So for you guys deep down really wish you could meet LeBron James. You really wish that he would shout you out for defending him or sticking up for him, all this nonsense, lying for him, creating these narratives for LeBron James. Meanwhile, what I've done on this channel and what I continue to do on this channel is set the record straight. I've never done this to hope that Michael Jordan one day will reach out to me and he'll bring me in his inner circle. I know Michael Jordan. I've told you, I've never met Michael Jordan. I don't know Michael Jordan personally. I've never done this to meet Michael Jordan. I've never done this for attention from Michael Jordan. I've never done this for money from Michael Jordan. None of that stuff. None of that. Michael Jordan don't owe me a damn thing. I've told you guys, I owe Michael Jordan. If anything, I owe him. We owe him, the people, the real NBA fans, the real basketball fans that love the game. And how do we owe Michael Jordan? Well, quite simply, what I've been doing on this channel, setting the record straight, stopping the lies and the narratives, that's what I'm doing. I'm sticking up for Michael Jordan, man. I'm showing some respect for Michael Jordan, man, by doing these things. Once again, I've told you guys, if the media did not lie about Michael Jordan, if these morons, these idiots on their podcast, the Gilbert Arenas, the JJ Rex, all these fools, these corny guys with their podcasts, if they didn't feel the need to tear down Michael Jordan at every turn, if they didn't feel the need to create these false narratives and try to rewrite the history just to lift these guys in this era up, then I would not make these videos. It's about the lies. It's not about them talking about Michael Jordan. If they didn't like Michael Jordan personally, like Michael Jordan's not a nice guy, I don't care. I don't care about Michael Jordan, the person, right? That's not what I'm here to critique, man. Like I told you, I'm my own person. I got my own problems in my own life. I can't be concerned about Michael Jordan's personal life and if he's a nice guy, if he's a good husband, if he's a good father. I can't worry about that. As long as I'm doing what I have to do with my family, my own person self. Not concerned about Michael Jordan, his own personal life and what's going on with him. All this has ever been about is Michael Jordan, the basketball player. And these guys continue to lie about this man for whatever the reasons are. They must continue to lie, bend reality, and rewrite the history. And when I started seeing all this stuff, I was like, that's not what I watched growing up. That is not what happened. That's not what happened. Michael Jordan never played for a super team. He didn't beat the Pistons when they got old. He didn't only get led by Scottie Pippen, right? All of a sudden, Scottie Pippen now is the best player in the 90s, the greatest all-around player of all time. He's a better defensive player than Michael Jordan all of a sudden. He's the leader all of a sudden. That's not the reality. That's not what I witnessed growing up. So that's what this has always been about. It's never been about me trying to get some fame from Michael Jordan or me hoping that one day I would meet Michael Jordan. Once again, my channel is no frills. I have, 3,000 subscribers? My channel will never be like that. I'll never get Michael Jordan's attention. I'm not trying to get Michael Jordan's attention. The LeBron fan club, you guys are very interested. And you guys always hope that one day you'll meet LeBron James and he'll give you a hug and he'll give you something, right? But you guys don't seem to understand. LeBron James don't care about y'all. You guys would sit there and say, Michael Jordan don't care about you, man. All you doing is just talking, making videos for a guy who don't even care about you. And once again, you'll hear people talk about Michael Jordan not really a nice guy, and Michael Jordan didn't want to sign my autograph when I was 10. He didn't sign my basketball. He didn't want to shake my hand. He didn't want to take a picture. I don't give a damn about that stuff, man. Who gets upset about that? If I ever saw Michael Jordan out in town, I would not approach him for an autograph. I would not try to take a picture with him. Yeah, maybe I'll try to take a picture of him if I was close enough. But I would not try to approach the man and get a picture or get an autograph. Because once again, people don't seem to understand or get Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's not out here trying to be for the fame, really. Michael Jordan has shied away from all this stuff, right? He doesn't look and seek the attention. So when Michael Jordan does things in the public, when he does things for charity, when he does things like that, right? He does, philanthropic things. He doesn't announce these things. He doesn't look for the attention for doing these things. Michael Jordan just does them. Right? So oftentimes you'll hear people talk about Michael Jordan don't do nothing for the people. Michael Jordan don't stand up for this. He don't stand for that. What does that even mean? Michael Jordan's done a lot of things for people, for the people. He does not seek the attention for it. So when you say things like that, you sound like an idiot because you're only talking about people who want the attention for those things. So is that genuine? The people who look for attention for doing these good deeds, it's not genuine. They're only doing it for the attention for themselves. They're not doing it because they want to do it and it makes them feel good for doing it. It only makes them feel good to do these things if they get attention for it. That's how a lot of people are, guys, in the world. Michael Jordan's never been that way. You don't ever see Michael Jordan promoting himself on social media saying, hey, I did this, or I gave money to that charity, or I built this hospital here, or I did this for this team, or I did this for this guy. You don't see that. You don't hear those things, right? So you won't hear the story about Michael Jordan and the autistic kid, right? That was wearing Michael Jordan's full getup, playing pickup basketball, right? And people were making fun of this kid, right? They're making fun of an autistic kid for wearing a Michael Jordan jersey, the Michael Jordan shirt, shorts, the sneakers, the armband, all that stuff to play basketball out in the street. They mocked him. It became a national story in his local town, right? The local news picked up. It became a story. Michael Jordan heard about this and called the kid, reached out to him, called him up on the phone, talked to him on the phone, right? And sent a bunch of stuff to his house, a bunch of gear, all this stuff. He sent a letter to him, all these things. Have you guys heard about that? You probably never did. Michael Jordan didn't make a big deal about it on social media. He didn't promote it. No. Right? You won't hear about all the money Michael Jordan has given to the Make-A-Wish Foundation, right? You won't hear about these things. You won't hear about the hospital that Michael Jordan built, right? In Carolina. You won't hear about these things, right? Michael Jordan does not promote himself once again. Michael Jordan handing out turkeys for Thanksgiving, things of that nature, man. Michael Jordan has always given back, man. Always is giving back. The thing about it is that Michael Jordan does not seek the attention. And the thing about it is when people say that, oh, Michael Jordan's not a nice guy because he didn't want to sign an autograph. Michael Jordan doesn't do autograph signings. When was the last time you heard Michael Jordan do an autograph signing? And why is that, ladies and gentlemen? Let's think about this very carefully. Michael Jordan in the mid to late 80s is a much different person than Michael Jordan in the 90s, guys. Because Michael Jordan in the 90s became the most recognizable person in the history of the world, guys. To this day, Michael Jordan is still recognized as the most famous athlete in the history of the world. So Michael Jordan can't walk anywhere without being swarmed by reporters, swarmed by fans. He couldn't even walk anywhere. He couldn't go anywhere, guys. So that made him feel a certain way about the attention, about his stardom. He wanted to get away from it all. So you'll never see Michael Jordan like that. He stays to himself. He always has security around him and things of this nature. So yeah, maybe Michael Jordan wasn't going to sign your autograph. Maybe he didn't shake your hand. Maybe he didn't want to take a picture with you. Who cares? Who cares, man? Does that really matter? No. Once again, Michael Jordan doesn't owe me a damn thing, man. I owe Michael Jordan, man. Michael Jordan, like I've told you guys in the past, for many of us that grew up watching the Bulls in the 1990s, that grew up watching Michael Jordan live, you guys understood what he meant to us. in the 90s, what he meant to the world, what he meant to the country, what he meant to culture, the icon that he was, what he stood for. He stood for excellence, greatness, hard work, determination. All those things, man. Always carried himself with class, honor, integrity. That was Michael Jordan, guys. That's why to this day, he's still respected and recognized as the greatest player of all time. Right? About the way that he approached the game, the way that he carried himself throughout his career. Michael Jordan don't owe me a damn thing, man. I owe Michael Jordan for always showing up. Michael Jordan was always there. I told you, turn on the TV, the Chicago Bulls, Michael Jordan was going to be there. And he was going to give you his all. Give it his all. He wasn't going to lollygag out there on the court. He wasn't going to load match on the fans. No, Michael Jordan was going to show up to work. He was going to do his job, and he was going to give it his all. He was going to leave everything on the court, Michael Jordan. That's why we respected and loved him. To this day. That's why, guys. People don't seem to understand that. They don't get it. It wasn't only just about the scoring and the numbers or the accolades. It wasn't just about those things. It was about all the intangibles. Like I told you, the heart, the leadership, the grit, right? All those things, the love of the game, the respect of the game, the honor, the integrity, the class. When Michael Jordan spoke in post-game press conferences, he didn't crap on his teammates. He didn't point to his stats. He didn't point to the finger at himself, man, I did this, I did that. None of that stuff. Always giving his teammates credit. Always carried himself with sportsmanship. Always showed sportsmanship. Always shaking the hands of the teams that beat him. Never walking off early, none of this nonsense. So we respected Michael Jordan, right? Parents, they wanted their kids to have sportsmanship like Michael Jordan, to conduct themselves like Michael Jordan. Remember, this is a basketball player. There's never been personal. I don't know Michael Jordan personally, right? I'm not being a father because of the way that Michael Jordan raised his kids. I don't know how Michael Jordan raised his kids. I'm raising my kids the way that I feel is the right way, right? Based off of the way that my father raised me. Once again, I'm very fortunate in my life to have a father, to have a male figure, someone that held me responsible, held me accountable. I told you I'm the oldest of 4 boys, man. I took a lot of ass whoopings in my childhood, man, because my brothers messed up. But once again, I was their oldest brother. So what? It was my responsibility. I was held to a higher standard than they were. So when they messed up, my father pointed the finger at me because I was the older one. I should have known better. I should have been checking this stuff. So I took a lot of ass whoopings in my youth, guys, right? The greatest man in my life that I know is my father. It's not Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's the greatest basketball player of all time. He's the greatest man of all time. A lot of these LeBron James fans, they believe that LeBron James is their father. They believe LeBron James is this really great human being. But you don't know him personally. You don't know what he's like for real behind closed doors. How do you know what he's like? Because of the way that he portrays himself in the media? LeBron James is one of the most fake people in NBA's history. One of the most fake athletes in the history of the world. Michael Jordan was never fake. You knew where you stood, Michael Jordan. So yeah, he may not give you an autograph. He's not doing that stuff. Michael Jordan has to protect his image because unfortunately for someone like a Michael Jordan, his autograph, his likeness, his image, all these things are worth a lot of money. Think about how much money a Michael Jordan autograph is worth. Look at how much things from Michael Jordan sell for. He's always breaking a record. Michael Jordan sneakers sell for a record $4 million. Michael Jordan's game worn jersey sells for a record $10 million. His sneakers, his jerseys, the basketballs he signs, all these things, they sell for record amounts of money because it's Michael Jordan. This is how much his image is. This is how much his autograph is. So yes, he can't just give out autographs willy-nilly. Because what are people going to do? All they're going to do is they just want the autograph for the money. They want to get Michael Jordan autograph, turn around and sell it. They don't want to keep it. If Michael Jordan autographed something for me, I would never sell it. I would never sell it, man. If he autographed something for me, I'm not talking about if I bought an autographed ball or something. If I ever met Michael Jordan and he actually gave me the time of day and was like, yeah, I'll sign that basketball card for you, and he signed it, I would never sell it. I would never sell it. That's the difference between me and a lot of other people out there. They want Michael Jordan's signature for the money, for what they can get from it. Oh, man, if I get this signed with Michael Jordan, I can sell it for $50,000. I can sell it for $100,000. I can make this amount of money. That's all that matters to them. It's all that matters to them is the money. And Michael Jordan understands these things. So, guys, Michael Jordan don't owe me nothing. He's never owed me anything. I've always appreciated and respected Michael Jordan. I told you, he's the people's champ, Michael Jordan. He's the people's champ. He earned the respect of the people. So, once again, he don't owe us nothing. I don't do this because Michael Jordan because he owes me something, or I'm expecting Michael Jordan to give me something because I'm making videos. I'll never meet Michael Jordan, and I'm okay with that, guys. I think the most famous person I've ever met in my life is Walt Clyde Frazier from the New York Knicks. I met him at a basketball camp years ago when I was like 16 or 15 years old. I met Walt Frazier, and I got his autograph. You know what? Still have the autograph, guys. Is it a big deal to me? It's not really that big of a deal as far as the autograph goes. I'm not thinking about how much money I can give for Walt Clyde Frazier's autograph. It was just an honor to meet Walt Clyde Frazier. He's one of the most respected New York Knicks in the history of the New York Knicks franchise. So I had a lot of respect for meeting him. And he was one of the most humble and gracious people I've ever met in my life. He's the most famous person I've ever met. I'm not about meeting celebrities to meet celebrities because I'm all about the fame. It don't mean nothing to me. I always respected Michael Jordan, his on-court game, and what he brought to the game, man. And how he respected the game. How he respected the fans. He showed up to work for the fans, man. He showed up for the people. Michael Jordan don't owe me a damn thing, man. I owe Michael Jordan, man. I make these videos to set the record straight. These people need to stop lying about Michael Jordan. Why did they lie about Michael Jordan and tear this man down? This man's the greatest basketball player of all time, but they must tear this man down every chance they get? How is that good for the NBA? How is that good for basketball in general? What we're doing here, we're tearing down Bill Russell and Will Chamberlain and Jerry West and Dr. J. And we're tearing down Kobe Bryant. We're tearing all these guys down for what? For what? To lift these guys up? They should be able to stand on their own greatness. I never tore anybody down to lift Michael Jordan. I never remember anybody tearing down previous eras to lift Michael Jordan. They never tore down Magic Johnson or Larry Bird to lift Michael Jordan above them. No. Michael Jordan was, anointed the greatest of all time based off of what he did, his body of work, the way that he played the game, the respect that he earned from the people, all those things, man. It's Michael Jordan, guys. He don't owe me a damn thing, man. We're setting the record straight, man. We're telling the facts, man. We're stopping the narrative, stopping them from rewriting the history, man. You guys know the deal on this channel, man. We won't allow this stuff any longer. We will not stand for this any longer. We won't let it stand, man. This ain't about Michael Jordan, giving me any money or me getting money from Michael Jordan, me meeting Michael Jordan. I don't care about none of that stuff, man. Stop lying about this, man. Stop lying about the past eras. I grew up watching these guys, man. This is my childhood, man. This is my childhood. I wouldn't let people lie about anything back in my childhood, man. If people try to tear down Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone, the movie stars, right? It's not personal. The movie stars. And they start talking about these guys weren't good action stars and this and that. Are you kidding me, man? I watched these guys kick butt on screen, man, in the 80s, in the 90s, man. These guys were legit action stars, man. I'm not going to have you guys all these years later tell me that these guys in the 80s and 90s weren't real action stars and things of that nature. Right? Everything was greater, man. We had the real cartoons back in the day. G.I. Joe, Transformers, Voltron, the Thundercats. We had it all, man. We had it all. We didn't even know how good we had it, guys. We didn't even know. We had Michael Jordan, all the other all-time greats showing up to work every day in the 90s, man. These guys were there for us. These days, these kids don't know about that. They don't know about that feeling, man. Feeling's gone. Game ain't the same. Michael Jordan don't owe me a damn thing, man. I owe Michael Jordan. I owe his era. Because these guys put it all on the court, man. They gave it their all, man. They sacrificed their bodies. They showed up when they were hurting. They showed up when they were sick. They showed up through personal problems. They didn't load manage. They didn't flop around. They didn't have fans removed from the stands. They competed hard. They gave effort. So shout out to all those guys. Shout out to Michael Jordan, man. We must continue to do this, guys. You guys know the deal, man. We're not going to allow them to do this stuff. I'll catch you guys on the next one.